In the heart of Paris, in the Montmartre district, the Moulin Rouge has entertained for 120 years. It's the most famous cabaret in the world, where the provocative spirit of its early years goes hand in hand with the demands for excellence. Its best-known solo dancer arrived from Kazakhstan 10 years ago. To keep in tip-top shape, she runs for half an hour every morning.
Yes, I have to keep in shape. At the Moulin, there are always new, younger girls coming for auditions, so I have to be my best.
The fear of being replaced?
Sure, we have to do everything not to be replaced.
For the 60 dancers of 14 different nationalities, the selection criteria are very strict. No one under 1.75 meters tall or over 2 kilos above the weight limit.
We're more like top-level sportswomen, although we're still dancers, of course. But we have to keep up a really intense rhythm.
None of the dancers regret the sacrifice, because dancing at the Moulin Rouge means becoming part of the history of a mythical venue where women have always had a special place. 200 years of women's liberation, starting in the 19th century, when the first dancers at the cabaret pulled off a feat, earning more money than the men, thanks to the breathtaking moves of a brand new dance. The cancan thumbed its nose at authority and its established rules. From then on, women could move around without a chaperone. The most famous representative was La Goulou. She was not a classical beauty, but she danced like an angel. As the 20th century dawned, the Moulin Rouge became a must-visit attraction for tourists. Not only were they the best dancers, they also had to have the best costumes. A tradition still maintained today.
There was a little tear during the cancan that needs to be sewn up. There are other things to stitch too, like rhinestones and sequins.
Each show requires 1,000 costumes at a budget of 4 million euros. Some of them are the most expensive in the world due to their feathers. They're supplied by ostrich and pheasant breeders. They fall naturally from the birds before being washed, dried, and trimmed.
We call these piqués soleil. They're the parts that fit onto the tips of the fantail of the costume.
It's 10 to 9, and for Olga, the show is about to begin.
Dancers on stage, please. Dancers on stage.
Everything's ready. We just jump into our costumes and get right on stage. There's no time to think.
Do you get butterflies?
I get them even before that, actually. It's good to feel nervous. You perform better.
9 p.m., and the show begins. In the wings, every second counts as Olga changes her costume.
How long do you have to get changed?
2 minutes. I have to be fast, and I have to make sure nothing falls off on stage.
Every year, the 400 employees of the Moulin Rouge welcome more than 600,000 spectators. And the highlight of the show? The famous cancan. Once again, Olga makes her entrance, and she has 1 minute to win over the audience. It's the most physical dance in the show. Almost 4 kilos of frills, made to measure booties, and a lot of suffering for the knees and ankles. The suspense part of the show arrives, and Olga must share the spotlight with 4 other stars, 4 pythons, each measuring several meters long. A number that Olga volunteered for.
I must admit, I do get scared a bit when they get close. You feel as if they're about to do something. But they're pretty used to humans, so things always go well.
After 2 hours on stage, the artistes take their bows. The show is finally over. And Olga can leave her character in the dressing room satisfied.
It was a good show, but I'm exhausted. I can't wait to get to bed and rest up. But it's a very agreeable kind of fatigue. Good night.
Good night.
Ciao.
See you tomorrow.
When Olga heads home, the Moulin Rouge windmill, the guardian of the Place Blanche, continues to sparkle all night long to welcome the night owls of Montmartre.